Hey everyone, sorry it's been a while, but I've been working on my grad school apps and looking for a job. Well, I got all my apps in and I'm still unemployed, so see how that went. But I'm back, and now I promised you a part 2, so let me get right into that in a minute. I also promised you guys a little treat today. So, if you're watching this video, you might want to click on the link right over there on that Ken Griffey Jr. poster. And make sure you open it in a new window because it's a second video for you all. Hooray!
All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes.
Okay, so when I last left, I was talking about Pokemon and how you gotta play them all. Well, if you've ever noticed, they're missing a certain pair of elements. Now, one of these I'm saving for a special video that you'll know it's a special video because it'll have a little different intro. I'm not sure when it'll be. It'll be before Christmas, but we'll see. But I came up with an interesting idea. What about a game that lets you become a gym leader? Now, you'd have to do it in a different way than usual. The goal would still be early on to collect as many Pokemon as you can, build them up, get a team going, and beat a bunch of trainers. Then, once you beat the Elite Four, you get noticed, like an extra in the game, and you get pegged to be a gym leader. And you can build a gym of any type you want. Problem is, you need to go out and catch new Pokemon because you can't use the ones you have, because as you know, every gym has a type preference. Rock, water, grass, whatever. And up till now, they haven't done an adaptability gym, which is what I would do, because I like having a nice mix of types so I can beat up anyone. And I think my team I have now is pretty darn good at that, mainly due to the fact that my Manaphy is a tank and my Lucario is an absolute beast. Beside the point. What if you could build up these Pokemon as you go, and you work your way up in this new gym? It's a bunch of trainers all working to be the gym leader under one interim gym leader until someone becomes the gym leader. Your ultimate goal is to beat enough challenging trainers to be considered the best in the gym and therefore named the gym trainer. The gym leader, as you, could then face challenges every day. And you can, of course, still travel and have someone else cover the gym like Brock does in the show. But the main goal from then on would give you something to do after you've beat the game or collected all the Pokemon. Now, here's an interesting proposition. What if you evolve that theory? What if you could then challenge people as the Pokemon League champion? After all, you can name the champion, but yet every time you go back to the Elite Four, you have to face the same old champion, and you're not the champion. You have to re-become the champion. It's a little bit interesting. But it could be an interesting idea for those people who just play the game every once in a while to have fun. And the goal as the Pokemon League champion could be to build up a rotating door of Pokemon so that you're constantly using new types, new moves, new guys. And it'll be an interesting twist to the game. That's what I think. But here's another idea for the Pokemon people, though. All the gyms are type preferences. So it's not really that hard to go in. I mean, I'm facing a rock gym, I'm going to build up a water Pokemon and just absolutely tear through the gym. And if they get a lucky shot, well, I've got a grass Pokemon waiting in the wings, or someone with a water move, or someone with a fighting type. You know, everyone in the early games used to catch that elusive Mankey on Route 3 right next to Viridian City, and it would just absolutely destroy the rock gym if you didn't pick Squirtle or Bulbasaur, if you picked Charmander like I always did. But what if they did something like a gym they used in the, I believe it was Ruby and Sapphire. Your father's gym was a normal type gym, but each room had its own gym trainer, and each gym trainer had its own specialty. Speed Pokemon, defense Pokemon, people who use boosters, dire hit and all that, accuracy, status effects. What if they used gyms that weren't based on a type, but were based on a theory? Like, all my guys are fast Pokemon, so you have maybe a Kadabra, a Gengar, Ponyta, a Buizel, or Floatzel at that point maybe. Any of those really fast Pokemon, guys you think of as fast. And your goal is to put in a bunch of defensive Pokemon because you're not going to outrun them. Or to use stuff like Paralysis to slow them down. Then what about a gym where it was all based on healing? They healed themselves by draining your energy using Mega Drain, Leech Life, Dream Eater, stuff like that. Anything that would give you health because of them. Or a gym where the main moves were not to damage you but to heal themselves. So eventually you'd run out of PP for your moves and damage yourself. A gym that was entirely based on the theory of confusing. A gym that was entirely based on the theory of putting your guys to sleep and just beating them up while they're asleep. It would add a new wrinkle to the game instead of just the same old, type mismatches. Now, I wouldn't do this for every gym, but it would be a nice idea because you could build a bunch of gyms. So if I wanted to go back and say, do what I wanted to do and face all 16 gyms they've had from all 4 Wait, that's not right. 32. All 32 gyms they have, math. Then it gives them something to do. Instead of making, everyone have the same types through and through, so you go through 4 different worlds where you can just type mismatch all the gyms. Maybe 4 gyms are type matches and 4 gyms in each area are special things. So they could still be a rock gym, but the whole theory is built around really, really high defense and, using special defensive moves. This is what I think would be a cool idea. Now, for all of you who are still watching, remember, you can always link to my second video through the related videos on the side, videos from me. It'll be newer than this. I'm putting this one up first so you can all watch it. But there is always that link. You can just refresh this and click on the link in the Ken Griffey Jr. poster over there. So, stay tuned for that. And make sure you pay attention because not only am I doing a second video today, I'm also recording today a third video for next week to make sure I have a video up next Tuesday. And also keep an eye out because that special video could be going up and that special video has a special thing to it too. So when that comes up, it'll be a nice little treat. Maybe I'll save it for Christmas, even if I do record it. Maybe I'll save that as a Christmas treat for you all. But until next time, or next link if you click on that video on the side, I'll catch you all on the flip side.